Welcome. In today's video, I'll be unboxing and setting up the Bobcat miner. Welcome. In today's video, I'll be unboxing and setting up the Bobcat miner. Welcome. In today's video, I'll be unboxing and setting up the Bobcat miner.
All right, welcome. Great to have everybody joining us from around the world. What an exciting day we have today. Big news, big announcements, and most importantly, you're going to you're going to get to hear from the creators and the developers and the brilliant minds behind the Daisy DeFi Launchpad, and it'll be fun to share the story today and how everything has come together. And you're going to get a lot of questions answered today as well. So I want to welcome everybody. Great to have you guys with us. And of course, the Daisy founders, myself, Edward, and Ilya are here. The Daisy Launchpad founders. I want to introduce everyone to Yuri and to Alex, who have just been phenomenal to work with. And we'll share that story here in just a moment. We'll give it about another minute or two. Make sure that everyone has a chance to get on the live link. Definitely take a moment and send the daisycrowd.com link out to everyone in your Daisy network. This is a call that you do not want them to miss. The information on this call is going to answer many questions and really give the bigger story about the Daisy DeFi Launchpad and the Daisy token. And this may very well be one of the, if not the most important call that we're going to have going into this Daisy launch. So welcome everybody again from around the world. Great to have you with us. We are also again broadcasting today live on our YouTube channel. So for folks that are in international markets with different languages, the closed caption language options will be available after that video renders. And we want to make sure that you have access to that. So you can just go to the Daisy official Daisy Global YouTube channel, and you can see the playback of today's live broadcast and have access to that closed captioning as well. So Edward, Ilya, exciting times right now.
Yes, it's a lot of excitement, and we're now on a coin market cap as a Daisy. Just happened right now. So if you don't know, you should go and check it out. And
yeah, that's amazing, right? Like, who would have thought that? Because literally, we woke up this morning to the announcement, right? Like we woke up and said, "Oh my goodness, we're on Coin Market Cap," right? We did not expect it to happen this quickly. We had to submit a lot of information, right? We had to submit the smart contract for Daisy to verify our story that we had these users, that we accomplished these goals in the Daisy community. 138 million that was contributed in 30 days, and yeah, it was just incredible. And I know Yuri, thank you, because you have a lot of experience working with the different exchanges that we'll be working with, and getting projects listed on CoinMarketCap the right way. So thank you to you and your team, bro, for really helping make that a reality. Guys, I want you to realize how big of a deal it is to be on CoinMarketCap as a project even before the token goes live, right? This is a very rare thing to accomplish. And we're just, it's an honor, it's a privilege. So for those of you that, maybe people have asked the question, is this real? Is the Daisy token going to be a real token? Is the Launchpad going to be a real technology? Well, now you can simply tell people absolutely. In fact, we're already listed on CoinMarketCap, and that's huge. So Yuri, thank you for your help on that also.
Yep. We will try to list it on CoinGecko as well. So
awesome. Good.
Yeah, CoinGecko is the next step, so we'll cover both of them.
Love it. Ilya, are you in Thailand right now?
I am in Thailand. Yes, I'm in Thailand right now. Locked up as usually because we still have quarantine. If you come back to Thailand, you're on 15 days quarantine in this country. Yes, I'm extremely excited about direction that we're taking. I'm extremely excited about our partners, Yuri and Alex, and we know them for a while. So we know how serious, how committed they are when it comes to business. So guys, we really appreciate your partnership. And
yes, you just
huge
mentioned
things ahead of us.
That we know for a while, Alex, and I love working with Alex. Just want to say this guy is so prompt, on time, always. If you promise something, he delivers. I just want to say we had a good experience working with you guys, even before the Daisy talking. Like but.
Well,
thank you, sir.
They always say, you really can't appreciate a good relationship until you've experienced a bad relationship. And
that's a good one. Yes.
And the story behind the story, and I think it's great for the community to know this, is Alex, who owns a programming development company in Ukraine, who has worked on many big smart contract projects. He came to our rescue. If you guys remember, back in January, we were working with a different team, and that was our bad relationship. Right? We were working with a different team, and it was a very difficult process with a lack of communication. There was not a commitment to doing things the right way. That team would say yes to everything we wanted, and even if they could not deliver, they would say yes, they could. And it led to some of the challenges that we had all the way back in January. And during that time, we had gone through our smart contract audit with a very big top level auditing firm. And after the situation happened where the platform and the smart contract was not ready for scale, Edward reached out to the CEO of that auditing firm and said, who do you recommend? If we were to hire and partner with the best of the best smart contract team, who do you recommend? And he is the one that introduced us to Alex and his team. And Alex and his team came in, and as you guys know, re-architectured the entire Daisy platform. One smart contract became many smart contracts that are working together. And he came in and solved the situation and saved the day and turned Daisy into a reality on the blockchain. And during that time, we were nonstop, all hours of the day, all hours of the night. Alex and I were and all of us, but were in deep conversations and solving problems and looking at things from every angle. And he caught the vision of Daisy, right? And so I think this would be a great starting point to turn it over to you, Alex, because during this time you and your team started to develop the concept as well as the technology for a launchpad. And you saw the DeFi launchpad space as a big opportunity in the market. But at some point, you recognized this is the perfect project for the Daisy community. And you approached us and said, guys, when we get this smart contract done for Daisy and all of that's completed, we have something very big to talk to you about. And months ago, you planted that seed with us. And so I would love to turn it over to you for a moment to share why. Maybe you guys can both talk about what is a DeFi launchpad, right? Like maybe people don't know what that means. So what is a DeFi launchpad, and why is this launchpad a perfect marriage, a perfect opportunity for the Daisy community? And maybe we just start there today. What is a launchpad, and why is this DeFi launchpad the perfect next step for the Daisy community?
All right, I'll steal the mic from you. First, thanks for incredible introductions. I love you guys so much, and you're as dedicated as it gets, and you basically gave it all during those hard release times. You were working in Ukrainian time zone, I was working in American time zone. It was all messed up, but I really enjoyed it. Anyways, so during this work process, we actually started to think, what's the core value of Daisy, right? What's were we actually doing, at least from the smart contract perspective. And we were crowd selling. We were launching this huge, incredible project of ours. And it got our thought that, hey, we're actually a group of people, an organization that can successfully launch not only one beautiful project, but perhaps infinity of them, right? So this kind of leans towards the launchpad, right? Launchpad is, you imagine a platform like Daisy and Endotech, and you scale this platform from outside Endotech to multiple different huge projects that we would customly select. So Launchpad is a crowdfunding platform that allows people to participate in projects that, us and you would pick together as a potentially successful long-term project.
Yeah. Okay, so all projects, all good projects, bad projects, and all of projects, they are looking for community, people who will use this product, and for money. And Daisy, it's I think it's a really best source of community who will use product on the beginning, and who can promote product, who can deliver this product to the market. And also it's a source of money for the project. So what the Daisy community can get from this projects, it's like profit from investing in early stage to the products and to the good projects that we can deliver to this community. So what's needed from our side is to find this best projects from the market and show this best project to community.
I love it. And let me just share my screen real quick for those of you that haven't seen yet. If you go to CoinMarketCap, and you can, I have it pulled up already, but you can just come over here and type in Daisy. You can see the Daisy Launchpad, and you click on that. And of course, as we move into the exchanges, and as we're going to release our website on June 10th at the Digital Summit event, right? All of this data will continue to update. But let me just read this description, this bio of the Daisy Launchpad, because it's exactly what Yuri and Alex just said. The Daisy Launchpad is powered by a smart contract crowdfunding community model and community that generated 138 million USDT in contributions from over 100,000 active members for its first crowdfunding project in 2021. And this was accomplished in less than 30 days. With a passion for DeFi and the impact that transparency is having in the financial revolution, and a belief that the financial rewards of any ecosystem should go to the people who are staking that ecosystem, Daisy Launchpad and Token are positioned to be the most powerful platform for today's IDOs, providing access to both funding and to the global community support that every disruptive DeFi project deserves. And I know, guys, that one of the things that we've talked about for months, and it's a fundamental principle for everything Daisy, and that is that any project that we bring to the community, any project or partnership that we create, has to be not just 100% real, but it has to be a big enough business project that it will thrive, it will grow in the open market, right? And so this is why Endotech is a great foundation for us, right? You have a company that has long history, that has a brilliant team of executives, a brilliant team of scientists, and they have been operating and growing in the open market. And with or without our community, they have a product and a technology that's going to be very valuable in the open market, and a company that's going to grow. And so we want every project that we bring to Daisy and bring Daisy to, it's very important to know that that project is so big that it will succeed with or without our community, right? That it can stand on its own two legs in the business world, in the, you know, in the economics of the world. And I think that this project it's bigger than anything I ever imagined, because and this is what I want to segue into, because you guys, we know right now the first basically 4 IDOs that we're looking at right now that want to use our launchpad. And guys, I'm just telling you, we can't disclose who they are. We can't give details yet, but I'm telling you, when we do announce it, your jaw's going to drop. I can tell you, for example, one of them, it's one of the biggest names in the blockchain cryptocurrency community. I mean, they have built an empire and continue to grow their ecosystem for years, and we're pioneers. I mean, this is not a new company launching for the first time. This is one of the most deeply rooted blockchain companies and communities in the history of our space. They were there many years ago in the very beginning days and have been a household name inside of the cryptocurrency community. And they're launching a new DeFi division, and they want to use our launchpad. This is massive. This is massive, and it's a brilliant project that they have. Yuri, I know one of the projects that you're connecting us with this week is in the actual bringing the fintech world of options to the digital currency and to specifically the DeFi world. This is brilliant. This is like, you know, being in front of the next big thing, right? There's a whole missing element right now in DeFi that doesn't exist. It exists in the public world. It exists in finance. It exists in the stock exchanges. It exists in Forex. It exists in all these major markets, but it doesn't exist inside of DeFi. And we get to bring that to the market. One of the projects I'm incredibly excited about, I want you to think about this, but there is a new era of use case for blockchain and decentralization. And one of the biggest use cases that I have seen for years, we've said it's coming one day. And that's mobile phones, operating systems, and app stores. Now, this is powerful to decentralize app stores. Do you know that right now 30% of all app revenue, that's what it costs. An app development team has to surrender 30% of their profits from an app to Apple or to Samsung or whatever it is, right? And they're also giving up, every user is giving up their data. They're literally handing their data over, and these companies are monetizing. They're making so much money on the ecosystem. So I want you to just imagine a Web3, a privacy phone on the blockchain where your data is 100% safe, and where decentralized apps on the blockchain, privacy apps, games and social media and messaging and all the stuff that we use on a blockchain-based network of phones, and you as a staker in that project get the rewards. So instead of Apple making money from the ecosystem, instead of Samsung making the money from the ecosystem, the community makes the money from a decentralized operating system and app store, right? These are the types of projects that we're in front of. So Yuri and Alex, talk to us a little bit, tease us a little bit about where you see the DeFi world going and how big of a deal it is that members that hold the Daisy token as stakers will have the first option at every pre-sale at the lowest price in the market for every DeFi project that launches on our platform. Talk a little bit to us about the future of that whole platform.
Shall I?
Please.
Go ahead, Alex.
So we're in a special place. What we cannot allow to do is to have like 10 whales on our platform just doing all the purchases for all of the community, because Daisy's story is not about 10 whales, right? So our project tries to specifically nail few of the key things that keep it always focused on the community. So first, even though there is some kind of lottery or wall, there are multiple stages throughout any pre-sale that allow each and every person to participate. And what's interesting is system built in a way that each stage is both great for a token, for a person participating, and for a project as a general. So what would be the example? Say, hey, so we're giving this early access stage where each and every Daisy token holder may decide to get some share of project's token. Person exchanges Daisy tokens for project tokens at real low price, which is potentially this stage goes by real fast and we go to the next one. But think about it, during this stage, each and every project token is not kept, it's straight up transferred, partially to the staking mechanism, partially it's burned. And basically this means that the more great projects we have and the more pre-sales we do, the more valuable and more scarce our own token is. So it kind of breaks this cycle of crypto dependency. Now, if I may, Jeremy, I would also mention one thing about staking. So obviously, having no staking in 2021 is like, get out of here. You guys don't know what you're doing, right? But a lot of projects do this printing of money thingy when they say like, hey, we got staking. And what they do, they print a lot of tokens. They put it in a staking pool and they just emit. And it's not like healthy 3% emission, because no one in the crypto community would join a staking pool that says 3%, right? It's all about much higher APIs and so on. So how we're doing this staking mechanic is we only incentivizing this pool by companies that try to join our platform, where they need to buy to purchase Daisy tokens and transfer a small share to this pool. And basically, each stage has a way to incur fees from a lot of actors, and only by those streaming fees we allow this staking API to really yield, and not yield based on some just money printing that would long-term destroy the whole project.
Yeah, that's a powerful point, Alex, because printing money in a cryptocurrency decentralized environment is almost like joining forces with the enemy, right? Like this is the reason we all fell in love with the transparency of digital currency, is that we've seen the traditional financial system print money, and it creates inflation, not deflation, right? And it just negatively impacts value. And this is the beauty ultimately of what I fell in love with the economics of digital currency, that you have limited supply, that you can't just print more at will. And this is what allows the value to go up. But I love what you shared. I want to make sure everyone understands this, that instead of, what some projects may try to do is you stake the token and all they're doing is printing more of that token and then they're giving it to you. Well, all they're doing is lowering the value of what you have. That's all. They're just lowering the value of the asset. They're just printing more, creating more supply and less demand. And it's not real returns. It's not real rewards. It's fake, right? It's disguised. The tokenomics of this platform is such that when a DeFi project comes into the platform and says, hey, I want access to this community, I want access to this DeFi launchpad, they have to pay a fee for that. They have to pay a fee back to the community. And there's only two things that happen when they pay that fee. One is Daisy tokens are burned from the total supply. So instead of printing money, we're actually taking some of it away from the open market, right? Or not from the people, right? But from the total supply, which makes the value go up. And number two, the second thing that happens when they pay those fees is that the community is rewarded in staking rewards, right? And for example, tokens in that new DeFi project, right? So imagine you're staking Daisy token, new projects are launching on our launchpad that quite frankly could end up going 100x in the open market, right? Some of these projects are so big and they have such support of their following. You stake Daisy token, you get a reward in the next DeFi project. You now have that token, and then that token goes into the open market and grows by 30%, 50%, 100%, and you got that token as a reward. But additionally, as a staking member, if you see a project on the platform and you go, my goodness, I love this. I love this idea. I love the team behind this DeFi project. I think this is going to be big. As a staking member, not only do you earn some rewards in that token, but you have the first opportunity of anyone in the world to actually purchase that token in the very beginning. So I love the tokenomics that you guys have put together. Yuri, why don't you jump in there and talk a little bit more about some of that? Because I know you put a lot of work into the tokenomics.
People should understand the next thing. Daisy Launchpad, it's a gateway from the real world companies to blockchain world. Today, Jack Dorsey make a tweet and he write the next words. If he should select something from Twitter, Square or Bitcoin, he will choose Bitcoin, and he wants to be a CEO of Bitcoin. Yeah. So for now, the best minds in the world understand that DeFi and Bitcoin, blockchain, and DeFi, this is the key to success for all companies. And all companies from real world, they want to get into the blockchain world. And Daisy, it's one gateway for these companies to get into this blockchain world. And our mission is to provide this service, get fees from these services, and provide success to community, to Daisy community who already understand how blockchain works. So this is the key of Daisy community. This community already understands how blockchain works and why this is important for companies.
Yeah, that's powerful, Yuri, what you just said. So not only are we providing these projects access to the funding that they're looking for and the support of the community, but we're also providing them with the technology infrastructure they need and the relationships they need to take their project from the real world or the normal world into the blockchain. And so because of the relationships and connections that you guys have, that we have, the ability to help them get listed on exchanges, the ability to help them architecture their internal smart contracts, whatever it may be, right? And create front end, help them. We have the ability to support those projects on both the technology side, a financial side, and then a take it to the world community side, right? And I love that. That's I think that's a really, really unique component to what we're able to do for these IDOs.
Yeah, and about our tokenomics and about how it works, it's not something new or something really hard to understand thing. It's very easy. People who wants to get into the blockchain world, they want to pay fee, and we will translate this fee to our community. So we are just a platform who can transfer fees from the companies who want to provide IDOs on our platform to our community. And this is the main key. This is the key. I think Jeremy will present the tokenomics in the near future. Yeah, it will be. But what people should understand, it's our main feature, it's the fee for the companies who will provide services, for whom we will provide services inside our platform.
Yeah, I love it. That's awesome. And guys, a quick note here for everybody today. We plan on launching to the public the white paper and the website, the Launchpad official website at the Digital Summit event on June 10th and 11th. And so I think many of you know that on June 10th, myself and Alex will be speaking at the Digital Summit event. Some very powerful CEOs and founders will also be at that event from some of the biggest platforms and projects around the world. We're expecting 50,000 people to be attending this event outside of the Daisy community. It'll be translated in many different languages. And so it's going to be exciting because we're going to be sharing the story of Daisy, and we're going to be sharing the vision of the Daisy Launchpad. And we're going to be making the very first public announcement about the Daisy token at this global event. Now, no one at that event, no one anywhere in the world will be able to participate in our Daisy presale round, right? Now, they can if they join Daisy, right? If they come and become a member of Daisy before July 1st, certainly they can participate through our model, right? But we're going to be having this presale. But on June 10th, we're going to be announcing the official website, which will also have the official white paper of the Launchpad. And so there, anyone can go and they can see the details of the tokenomics, et cetera. There's a couple of things that I think we can talk about today. One is that with the presale round and then the public presale round, there's going to be a circulating supply of 400 million tokens or less. Any tokens that do not sell within the time limits of the presale. And this is very important. Any tokens that do not sell within the time period of the presale will be burned. And I want you to understand how the integrity of that from the founders and the developers, the integrity of that, because instead of taking those unsold tokens and say, let's find somewhere else to sell them. Let's sell them somewhere that doesn't have a rewards plan, because then we can keep profits, right? And let's list them on an exchange, or let's find some whales to go buy those up. Instead, the decision that we all unanimously agreed is the right decision is we're going to burn any unsold tokens. Again, what does that mean? It means we're deflating. It's deflation. We're actually helping the value of the token increase in that burn mechanism. And that's a big part, a big thing for you to understand. If we sell 100% of the pre-sale tokens with Daisy and 100% of the pre-sale tokens for the public, we will have 400 million tokens in total circulating supply. But that's not even a realistic number, because everyone who participates in the pre-sale, as always, this is not only standard practice. If we don't do this, it will destroy the project. Is you have a vesting period, which means a certain amount of tokens will be released immediately for each member. And then every month, a certain percentage of tokens will be released where you can have use of those tokens. During the vesting period, your vested tokens will be staked, right? And so you'll still be staking those tokens. You'll have those rewards, those benefits. But this is very important because what would happen if companies didn't have a vesting period, then everyone would go dump the coin on the open market at $5 when we open. And what would happen is instead of the price going from $5 to $6 to $8 to $10, instead of the price going up, it would be a dump, right? Everyone dumps and the price goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And all of a sudden the value of the token crashes because too many people are selling before we have time to build up that buyer base, right? And really create the stories of our IDOs in the market and prove to the world our roadmap and our success story, right? So what's the goal for everyone? The goal for everyone is we want Daisy token to not only start at $5, but we want to get it to $50, right? We want the value of that token in the open market to continue to go up. And we want to launch the first 3 to 4 IDOs with tremendous success and momentum, right? We want those IDO projects to become successful. We want those tokens to be listed on the exchange with success. And the more we create those stories and that momentum on the platform, and members are staking the token instead of just dumping them, then the value goes up. So I think it's incredible because already we have a total supply of 1 billion tokens, which is a pretty low number compared to some projects that do billions and billions and billions of total supply. A 1 billion total supply to begin with is a great number, but we actually will have 400 million in circulating supply, with a large percentage of that actually in staking, right? And so this is going to allow the value of the token to increase, et cetera. So one of the questions that I've gotten a lot from different members, because we've let people know that we have a plan for the opening price when we go on the public exchanges to begin at $5, right? And of course, on CoinMarketCap, you will see that, right? Once we go on the exchanges, once the data is public and we finish the pre-sales, you'll see those real numbers. You had to go to CoinMarketCap and see the valuation and all of this cool stuff. But what is the strategy to getting to $5 a token before we go on the exchanges? Number one, how are we doing that? Through the public sale, right? How are we doing that? And then number two, talk to us about, because a lot of people ask, is Daisy going to be really listed on real exchanges? And when, right? When will we be listed? When will that happen? So let's answer those questions if we can. Let's talk about our plan to start at $5. Let's talk about how many exchanges will we begin on, and let's talk about when we expect to be on those exchanges. So Ilya, we'll start with you. It looks like you got something good to share.
Yeah, one more addition. When the first IDO also will be introduced, right? It's also important. Is it going to be together with listing or like in a few weeks or something? So maybe you guys can cover on this.
When will we announce the first IDO?
Yeah.
Officially, okay. All right, Yuri, Alex. So again, it's kind of 4 questions here. What's our plan to start at $5 on the open market? Number one. Number two, when do we expect to be listed on exchanges? Number three, how many exchanges do we expect to begin on? And then number four, when will we announce officially our first IDO project that's going to launch on the DeFi platform?
Okay, so step by step. So it's about model of our sale. Yes, it's about how our sale works and how we can count the price of our tokens. So we have some stages of pre-sale. Alex will give more details about our stages and about price of the stages. But on the first stage, we will have one price, and it will be low price for our community and for top tiers of community. Next, but everybody will have access to this first stage. After this, next stage, and on the next stage, the price will be higher. On the next stage, the price will be higher, and on the public sale that will be available for all users who wants to participate in our IDO, they will have access to buy tokens by the price of $5. And this $5 will be the initial price on the listing on real exchanges. We will list our token, I think, in a few hours after we will end the public sale. So after the public sale, we will burn the tokens that will be, all unsold tokens will be burned, and we will add our, we will list our token on the first exchange. This is the initial price of $5. About exchanges and about how many exchanges we will have. I think, and we already working on it, we will have 4 or 5 exchanges on the first months of then the trading starts. We will have 4 or 5 exchanges. This is what I'm working on. To get good price, it's not the key. The good price on the beginning. The key is a good liquidity, so the users can sell or buy tokens without big price impact. So if you want to buy tokens, for example, for $100,000, the price will be the same, and the price impact will not be more than 2% or 3% to buy this amount of tokens. This is the key. So to get these conditions to our tokens, we should be listed on a lot of top exchanges to get possibility to our users to sell or buy tokens if they need to sell or buy. So this is what I will work on. It's to be listed on top exchanges in the first months of our sale. Jeremy, I forgot about fourth question.
The IDO. So yeah, when do we when will we be announcing and the IDO, and kind of the first IDO, or maybe even the first couple of IDOs? When will we be making that public knowledge?
Okay, and about announcements, I think, and this is our idea, to get success to our project, we will announce first IDO before the last round of our public sale. So we will announce IDO before the trading starts. This is the key to success. So we should show the community that we start working even before we start trading. And this is the main about you have a good point about the vesting period and why we can't unlock all tokens in the beginning. Because vesting period, it's a time for us to build this business, to get more good projects to our IDO platform, to build, to list tokens on good exchanges. So it's time for us to build this business.
I love it. Edward, you've been a part of a lot of companies that have gone public in the traditional world, stock world. You've been a part of many digital companies in their early ICO stages, et cetera. You understand probably better than all of us the business side and the economics of a successful project in the open market. What are your thoughts, man, on the strategy that we've all put together, and just give us some of your insight on the business side of things.
This is actually very brilliant, because as an investor thinking from investment, where do you get this? Basically, you get insiders information, but you get it legal way, because you're not supposed to in traditional, you cannot do that, right? So here you're getting involved with the Daisy Launchpad, right? This is your first investment into talking, right? But then those biggest projects coming into our platform, and only as a Daisy member, only as a Daisy community has this first advantage at the very big discount price. That's brilliant. This is by far, this is not just the one project. There's many projects coming more and more and more. Guys, this is probably the biggest excitement for me as from investment side. I know there's so much like for Alex and Yuri from the technical side, they're really excited about it, right? But thinking about from investment side for the whole community, we the only ones have this advantage. This is big. There's nothing in traditional exist. It doesn't exist. This is big. This is like for people who don't have information, don't know how to do it now, you connect it in this basically insider club of Daisy that you have this information. So
it's important to recognize to what you're saying, that your access to the next IDO project, right? Your ability to be the first to buy will be in direct proportion to your staking, your percentage of staking, right?
Yeah.
So here in this example is a reason, probably the biggest reason value of this early Daisy pre-sale. I want you guys to comprehend this. You have the opportunity to get the Daisy token at no more than $1, from 10 cents to $1. Even at $1, we know that's you know, it's going to be 5x on opening day, right? But the more that you have and that you hold, the more buying power, if you will, the more staking power you have in those next opportunities, right? So someone who holds, let's say, 1% of the staking pool in their wallet will be able to buy 1% of the first pre-sale round of the next IDO, right? So the more Daisy tokens you have, the more buying power that you have in those. It's very similar to the model. For example, if you're in Daisy right now and you're a tier 10 member, you have the ability, you will have the allocation to purchase all the way up to that amount, if you choose to, of the Daisy token. So for example, your tier in Daisy determines how many Daisy tokens you can purchase. Your tier in the Daisy token, or how many Daisy tokens you're holding, will determine how many tokens from each IDO that you're allowed to purchase. So, you know, exactly. I love that. It is brilliant, right? I've never seen it before. And I don't have your expertise, but I've never seen an opportunity where just by being a part of the community, by holding a token that's going to keep going up in value, I have the opportunity to fill my portfolio with the earliest pricing on every single one of these IDOs. The other thing that's genius about this model, really genius, and I love, Yuri, that you shared with everyone that we're going to announce at least the first IDO, maybe the first 3 IDOs before we go to the exchanges. Here's why this is powerful. Because these IDOs that we're partnering with also have their community and following. They have their people around the world who are dedicated to their project. And so now that community becomes aware of the Daisy Launchpad. That community begins to support the platform because they support XYZ project, and XYZ project is using the Daisy Launchpad. Now all of their community becomes supporters and users of the Daisy Launchpad, which does what? It drives value in the open market, right? They don't have access to Daisy presale like you do. They don't have the insight. They have to go participate on the open exchanges. And so this brings me, I think, to a very important point. One of the biggest roles that every one of us as Daisy members can play in helping support the value of the Daisy token and the success of the Daisy Launchpad, there's a couple of things. Number one is staking. It's the most important thing you can do is stake your tokens because it provides tremendous benefits to you. And we'll talk about those benefits in a moment in more detail. Number two is become a messenger in the open non-Daisy world about this project. Remember, this is not a network marketing token. This is not a network marketing launchpad. This is not a multi-level marketing project. This is a full blockchain project in the real crypto world that has nothing to do with an MLM model, except because the Daisy community is a crowdfunding community, it was a perfect fit for us to launch this project into the marketplace. But once we finish the pre-sale, and once we launched it, done with pre-sale, it will never touch a network marketing environment again, ever. The token will not be used for commissions. The token will not be a part of some MLM internal type of thing. This is a real project in the real world that has absolutely nothing to do with peer-to-peer other than the pre-sale, right? So the power that we can bring together to the world is telling the story. When we put some of the videos out for the Daisy Launchpad for the world, man, share those on social media. When, you know, for example, the Digital Summit event on June 10th, I mean, promote that to your network around the world. It has nothing to do with network marketing. It's one of the biggest, most credible digital currency events in the world. And this year's event focuses on DeFi, is sponsored by Daisy, and we will be announcing the Launchpad to the world. So the more people we get involved with the Daisy token after the pre-sale on the open exchanges, the more communication, the more promoting, the more sharing about this project. Every time we hit a benchmark, for example, when we announce our first IDO, as a community, we should go crazy about this. We should post this on social media, send this out to our networks and say, look at the first project that Daisy Launchpad is launching. Because again, this drives awareness in the open market. And this is a very big way that all of us can help support the growth of the Daisy token and the Launchpad ecosystem. So Yuri and Alex, let's, I guess, talk specifically about the benefits of staking. What is staking? How does a person stake tokens? And what do they get? What do they get for holding and staking the Daisy token?
Shall I?
Please.
All right. First, Daisy token. Daisy token exists to govern a platform. This is a major thing that we give power to rule this platform, to do decisions within this platform to the community. So it's not like we're the only ones dictating the way things are going or enforcing the projects. It's us and you having those token shares together and moving forward with any basically thing that exists within Daisy Launchpad. Now, this token is used, as Jeremy said, for staking, which provides multiple benefits for each and every person. Well, first benefit, staking is an action of wanting to participate within a project. So just by wanting to participate in a certain project, you get a lot of benefits for it. First, the one and only yield, this should not be even mentioned at this point, because every staking platform has yield. We touched upon it, so I'm kind of, besides the monetary benefits, I'm moving forward to the next steps. Besides the usual gains, it unlocks multiple advantages that you get by using our Launchpad. Well, first advantage, it directly affects your allowed allocation. So depending on your stake, you can participate for each project for more and more quantity of their tokens. So it's the second thing. Third thing, by staking, you get this unique share for each round. For the first Daisy round, we call it, for each IDO that tries to participate there. And this means that by having Daisy tokens, you have the lowest price possible. It's open, everybody can access it, you just have it, right? This is the deal that we're doing with every company. So if we can not go beside it, well, what's the point? What's the benefit for everybody? Now, naturally, by holding Daisy tokens and knowing that each and every successful project, more and more Daisy tokens get burned, your token grows in value in and on itself, right? And moreover, you get things like governing powers. So Daisy token itself allows you to have a louder voice within this community, to vote with everybody, to govern, create proposal, discuss everything within forums, and help perhaps us even sometimes to lead these platforms towards a better future.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts, Alex, and it's why I just love this whole decentralized environment. But this idea of a decentralized autonomous organization and community governance, and even specifically with the projects, right, that we bring in. This is it's not a centralized environment where, you know, Jeremy, Ilya, Edward, Alex, and Yuri get to invite our buddies to come and launch on our launchpad, right? we don't have the power to do that. Ultimately, every project that launches on the launchpad will be voted on by the community. And so we will have a research team that will filter the front end of projects, right? So they will come, even for a IDO to be considered by Daisy, first of all, they have to pay a fee in Daisy tokens. So even if they want to submit their application for their project, they have to purchase Daisy tokens, right? Even the front end has value to lifting up the Daisy token. But then we have a research team, a legal research team, a technology research team that vets the project out. Is the technology real? Does it solve a real problem in the marketplace? Does it have the right team behind the project? Is it structured legally with its tokenomics and its messaging, right? All of these checklists. And if that project checks all of those boxes from the research team, then it's presented to the community. So maybe 100 projects come in and maybe 10 of them qualify for this checklist. We protect the community from bad projects. Then when they pass the front end filter, it then goes to the stakers to vote. And now the community gets to vote. And here's why that's so powerful, because it gives a real-time connection to what the market response is going to be to that DeFi project. Let's say there's a project and just overwhelmingly all the stakers vote, and we go, my gosh, we had more votes, yes, for this project faster than anything we've ever seen. This one is big, right? This one is good. The market is going to love this. Or maybe there's a project that we thought would be exciting, but for whatever reason, the community says, nah, and they don't approve it. Then we know going, those decisions are made by the community. So I love this part of the model, that every member actually has a voice in the direction, and not just with what we present them, but they can present ideas for vote. They can present, right? You have a voice as, for a lack of better words, a shareholder, right? As a holder of this token, you have a voice in the direction of the Daisy project. I love that. Yuri, you're muted there, but what any final thoughts you want to share on the staking side of things?
No, it's I think Alex is the best one. It's the best one mind about the staking and about how tokenomics works and about technical side. So I fully trust him about this. and about how it works. Staking technically it's not the easiest thing, but like one step higher, staking it's more profit and more success to users who trust and who believe in projects. This is what staking is. It's more features and more profit for users who believe in projects in long term. This is what staking about.
I love it. And so it's very safe to say, I want to kind of wrap some of this up, and I want to talk to the community here for a little bit about some of the very important details about right now, right? What to be prepared for, what you can expect, some of the promotions that we have right now, et cetera. But before we do that, so it's very safe for us to say that by August 1st, so if we're going to launch our pre-sale on July 1st, we're going to do a public pre-sale also in July. And by August 1st, we will announce our first IDO, at least our first, and by August 1st, we will be on the exchanges. On at least 5 exchanges is our goal. We will be the Daisy token will be available on those exchanges. Is that a safe target?
Yep, it's absolutely a safe target, and it's to be honest and to understand, listing it's not the key. The key of our success is not only be listed on exchange, it's to promote Daisy to exchange users, to provide AMA sessions for users who already trade on exchange, not only for our community. We should onboard more community who will trade, who will use tokens. So every listing, it's a promo program, it's some features, maybe some small airdrops, AMA sessions. We will explain to exchange users how Daisy works, why it's important, why this project is really good, and why should they trade Daisy and not trade any other coins on this exchange. This is what we will do. So 5 exchanges, it's not only goal to be listed. The goal is to show all of that users, to onboard more users.
I love that.
The key.
And we have set aside a very significant marketing budget, and with many very strategic relationships in the market, and that'll be a big push on our end, is to create some really strong public marketing campaigns. Right, you'll probably see Daisy commercials and ads running in different places. Right, you might go to CoinMarketCap and see Daisy being promoted. Right, you might see your favorite crypto YouTuber talking about Daisy, right? These types of things. And we'll do some very big promotional work leading up to those launches. So this is where, again, as a community, your role here, our role together here is really important, right? It's we want to really go beyond just taking advantage of the pre-sale, which is a huge gift to every one of us. But we want to take on then the responsibility of exposing the world to Daisy, right? To Daisy DeFi, to Daisy token, and really create that public awareness and that excitement and that anticipation, so that people are going to those exchanges and they're purchasing the tokens in the open marketplace. Awesome. So let's talk real quickly about a couple of details directly with the community here. So one question that we get a lot is how will it work? How will I purchase my Daisy pre-sale token pack? Guys, it's going to be so simple. If you currently know how to log into your Daisy back office, you will also be able to, with a click of a button, follow the steps for this. It's going to be very simple. The current wallet that you have, that is your Daisy wallet that you use to contribute to Daisy Tier 1 and beyond, the current wallet that is connected to your Daisy account will be the same wallet that you will use to purchase the Daisy tokens. And what we will be doing on July 1st is we will be announcing the official pre-sale website. You'll simply go to that website from your DeFi app. So for example, Tron Link, you go to the browser, just like you do right now. You'll go to the pre-sale website. You'll click login. It will recognize your wallet address. And when you log in, it'll show you what tier you're at in Daisy. It will show you what tiers you're allowed to purchase of Daisy token. And you simply click the button. You'll use USDT just like normal, and it will follow a very simple, easy path that will initiate the purchase of those token packages. And immediately we know what amount of tokens you have in your allocation, and you'll be able to see in that back office how many tokens in Daisy that you own. Alex, did I miss anything about that first step? Is that the flow, the UI flow that everyone will have?
Yep. You just connect your wallet and you're there.
That simple. So, so that's going to be a piece of cake. What's important to know, and I just want to make sure everyone understands this. If you're a current Daisy member, you have to be a current Daisy member by July 1st in order to participate. So the smart contract will have a logic that looks at registration time and day. If you registered prior to July 1st, so at least a tier 1 member, you registered for Daisy, then you will be able to access the token. If your registration date is after July 1st or later, then you will not be able to participate. You will not have access to those packages. So every person who wants to take advantage of this pre-sale needs to register in Daisy by the end of June, right? So anyone in your network who wants this opportunity needs to register in Daisy. Number 2 is you will only be able to purchase tokens up to your current tier. So if you're a tier 1 Daisy member, 100 USDT, you will be able to purchase 100 USDT worth of the Daisy token. If you're a tier 2 member, you've contributed a total of 300 USDT, you will be able to purchase up to 300 USDT worth of the Daisy token. If you're a tier 10 member, 102,000 USDT, you will be able to purchase up to 102,000 USDT worth of the Daisy token. So registering in June, number 1. Number 2, upgrading your tiers. Get your tiers upgraded so that on July 1st, you have access to purchase the token packs that you want to have access to. Number 3, 46% of all of the Daisy token packages is going to pay out in the smart contract rewards plan exactly the same as it is right now. This is so powerful, guys, that whatever tier matrix you're in, if people are purchasing those tokens, you're going to earn those generation bonuses. Anyone who you personally referred to Daisy, when they buy the token packs, you're going to earn your 5% referral bonus because you've already referred that person. And so when they buy their tokens, you earn the 5% bonus. 1.8% will go into the Paysetter Gold Pool. 1.8, right? Same exact rewards plan. 1.8% will go into the leadership pool. Same exact rewards plan. But, and Alex, we have not specifically discussed this, but we're gonna have this on a live webinar. But because in the traditional Daisy model, if you remember, 70% of the contribution goes into trading. So therefore, in the traditional Daisy model for phase 1, tiers 8, 9, and 10 pay 27.3% in the rewards plan, right? Why? Because 70% goes to trading, so there's only 30% left over. In the Daisy token packages, it's different. And so what we're going to do is for tiers 8, token packs 8, 9, and 10, they're going to be treated exactly the same as packs 1 through 7, which means 46% of tiers 8, 9, and 10 are going to pay out in the rewards plan. Now, guys, this is massive. You may not understand how massive this is, but members that are a part of tiers 8, 9, and 10 will earn significantly more in the token sale than they earn when people register in Daisy, because we're going to be able to pay out the full 46% into the rewards plan. So, Alex, I assume that we got a thumbs up on that from a contract perspective. That's
you have to.
All right. I love it. I love it.
The commissions, it's almost twice as more on those tiers. So yeah. It's big.
It's incredible. It is twice because in the old model, it's 17% in the matrix for tiers 8, 9, and 10.
Yeah.
It's 34% for tiers 1 through 7. So it literally is exactly double, right? Instead of 17% going into the matrix for tiers 8, 9, and 10, 34% is going into the matrix for tiers 8, 9, and 10. So it literally is double. It's exactly double.
And you already have your team built out. You already have your team. So it's like, no, this is what we from originally, remember Jeremy, Ilya, from originally we were talking about, when we're going to bring
was the whole idea.
New projects. We want your team not to start over. We want your team to be with you and continue. So this is big. I love it.
Yeah, it's going to be so powerful. Everything will be the same. The rewards will be in USDT, just like they are right now. This is a great one too, by the way. There's, some people say, well, is this a real token? Is this, just one of those MLM deals or whatever? Well, here's some proof in the pudding. If it wasn't real, we would be paying with the token. If it wasn't real, we would keep the USDT and give the token. But because this token is real with supply and demand, and we're not using it to manipulate or create illusions for people, right? It's real. The rewards plan actually pays out in USDT. Why? Because we don't want to remove supply. We don't want to dilute or create inflation by putting more tokens out there than what have been allocated for supply, for total supply. So it's just a brilliant scenario. USDT instantly, just like you do right now in the smart contracts, nothing changes. There's a couple of huge announcements that we made, and the community is just going crazy about this. We, as a team, looked at the tokenomics, and we moved some of the tokenomics around from the different marketing and development portions of the tokenomics, and 3% of the total supply, that's 30 million Daisy tokens, are going into bonus pools. 10 million into the Paysetter Gold bonus pool, 10 million tokens, 10 million tokens into the leadership bonus pool. And we've created a third bonus pool called the Spillover Maker Pool. And I've never seen more excitement in the community than this bonus pool, because anyone, I mean, literally anyone with a little bit of effort can achieve this bonus pool. You have to refer 4 people between May 22nd and June 12th. So between May 22nd, when this bonus pool promotion started, and June 12th, you refer 4 people. Doesn't matter what tiers those 4 people are at. And those 4 people have to have a total in contribution of 1,000 USDT. So for example, if you referred 1 tier 3 member, that would be 700 in contributions, 100 plus 200 plus 400. And you referred 3 tier 1 members. So 1 tier 3 and 3 tier 1s. That would be a total of 1,000 in USDT contribution, and that would be a total of 4 referrals. By doing that, you earn a share in this bonus pool. Now, there's no limit to how many shares you can earn. So if you refer 8 people with a total of 2,000 in contributions, you get 2 shares. We have one individual that was messaging us last week, his screenshots of this report in his back office of his shares. He has already earned 20 shares in this bonus pool. It's incredible. He's earned 20 shares in this bonus pool, and has referred over whatever the number was, over 80 people, and he's earned 20 shares in this bonus pool. So you can earn an unlimited number of shares by simply referring more people. Now, I want to put this in perspective for everybody. And as exciting as the spillover pool is, we also have however many days, we have until June 12th, basically 1 week left, for the Paysetter reset. So you have until June 12th, no matter when you join Daisy. If you're already past your 30 days for Paysetter Gold, your timer was reset, and it was reset until June the 12th. And I'm telling you, I just want to make this very, very clear. We are not extending that Pacesetter reset. Absolutely no way. We've done 2 resets now. Every member in the community has had ample time. And after talking to the leaders, the Pacesetter leaders, everyone is in full agreement that absolutely this is enough time for everybody. But you have until June 12th to qualify for Pacesetter. Now, let me just break these numbers down for you. There's going to be 10 million Daisy tokens in the Pacesetter Gold bonus pool. Right now, let me see if I can see the numbers in real time right now. No, I don't have it pulled up, but it's a little over 300, a little over 300, 350, 330 people that have qualified for Pacesetter Gold. If we were to put the 10 million tokens in the pool today for Pacesetters, every Pacesetter would have over 30,000 Daisy tokens from that bonus pool. Now, I want you to think about this. At $5 a token, that's a $150,000 bonus. I personally believe that this year we're going to see the Daisy token go to $50 a token. At $50 a token for a Pacesetter Gold member, that's 1.5 million in a bonus that you would have in value. This is incredible. This is life-changing for most people that are on this webinar today. If you achieve Pacesetter Gold by the 12th using the reset, or if you're within your 30 days, maybe your 30 days ends on July 1st, doesn't matter. If you're within your 30 days and you reach Pacesetter Gold within your 30 days, you qualify for a share in this bonus pool, your share of 10 million Daisy tokens. Now, for members, this is very important, who have previously qualified for Pacesetter Gold, there's a requirement. So if you were a Pacesetter Gold before May 22nd, you have to earn 1 share in the spillover maker pool in order to activate your share in the Daisy token pool. Why do we do that? Well, we did that because we want this Daisy token reward to be for those. And of course, we always talk to the Pacesetter leaders before any decisions are made. We get a vote from the community leaders. It was unanimous that we want the Daisy token reward to go to those who are helping support the Daisy DeFi Launchpad. If you're not actively involved with Daisy right now, and you're not promoting and building right now, even if you qualified for Pacesetter in January or in April, that's great, a great accomplishment. But this token reward is specifically for people who are locked with us arm in arm right now. They're active, they're a part of the community, and they're promoting Daisy. So it's a very simple requirement. If you qualified for Pacesetter in the past, you simply have to refer your 4 people with 1,000 in contributions, which means you get 1 share in the spillover maker pool, and your share in the Pacesetter pool for the tokens will be activated. So very simple accomplishment. Number 2, we want to just address this to be very transparent as well. In the first smart contract in January, there was a calculation glitch for members that qualified for Generation 9 in their first 30 days. That means they had 21 referrals with 64,000 in contributions. They got their bonus generation of Generation 10, right? You always get that bonus generation. The smart contract in January gave them credit as achieving Pacesetter Gold. And that was an error. That was a mistake. In order to reach Pacesetter Gold, there's only one way. You have to refer 24 people with a total in contributions of 128,000 USDT. That's it, right? So there were many people who qualified for Pacesetter Gold by the smart contract with 21 referrals and 64,000 in volume. Now, most of the people that happened with have already reached the real numbers, right? They've already done the 128. They've already achieved it, right? They've already earned it already. But if there's a member who has not done 24 referrals and 128,000 in USDT, and that member is a Pacesetter Gold qualifier, Of course, you will continue to earn in the Pacesetter bonus pool just like normal. We honored that. But with the token bonus pool, the only way to have a share in that bonus pool as a Pacesetter Gold is to meet the real requirements of Pacesetter Gold. So that's an important quick update for everybody as well. There's probably no more important thing that you can do right now than to run for Pacesetter. It literally can be the thing that just takes your life to the next level, and it puts you in an elite bonus pool with continual cash flow coming in and these token rewards. June 12th is the absolute deadline. June 12th at 11:59 p.m. UTC time is the cutoff for the Pacesetter reset. If you are in your 30 days, there is no cutoff. So for example, if a member joins Daisy on June 30th and they qualify for Pacesetter Gold by July 30th, they will have a share in the Daisy token bonus pool. So the cutoff is simple. The cutoff is June 30th. If a member joins Daisy by June 30th, they can participate in the Daisy token sale. If a member joins Daisy by June 30th, they can have their full 30 days to earn a share in the Pacesetter bonus pool, which includes the Daisy tokens. So this is a big opportunity for every member out there to really be in position. Now, the leadership pool is even a whole nother level. The leadership pool right now has 37 qualifiers. And I think maybe around 45 to 50 total shares. Right now, if we release the Daisy token, every Pacesetter leader would earn somewhere around 250,000 Daisy tokens. Well, let's call it 200,000 because of the additional shares. 200,000 Daisy tokens in the leadership bonus pool that you would earn per share is at $5 a token, 1 million in open market value. At $50 a token, it's a $10 million reward. It's phenomenal. And so there are people right now, and how do you become a Pacesetter leader? You help 3 of your personal referrals achieve Pacesetter Gold, and you get a share in that leadership pool. Now, it's important to note, in full transparency, I think everyone expects and knows this already, but just to be clear, any tokens earned in the bonus pools will have a vesting period. In other words, we're not going to release 3% of the tokens in these bonus pools and then everyone just go dump them in the open market and we crash the entire Daisy ecosystem, right? That's not what that's for. This is a long-term reward for you as a leader, and we're going to force you to stake those tokens for a period of time. And it will be the best thing we could do for you, because by the time the tokens are unstaked, they will be worth a lot more in value, and the volume and everything will be there in the open marketplace. So these tokens that you earn in these pools, you're going to hold them. They're going to be held. They're going to be vested. They're going to be locked for a period of time. And we're going to then release that as well. We'll give you all the details on that as well before we launch, right? But this is a huge, huge moment for every one of you. Now we have the spillover maker pool. So yeah, the leadership pool is exciting, but there's a lot of people say, I can't do that right now. That's too much, too big. That's not my focus. Pacesetter Gold is life-changing, but there's some people out there that might be saying right now, 24 people and 128,000. I only have a limited time to do it. I don't know if I can reach that goal. And that may be where your mindset is. But I hope that every single person that watches this replay, that's joining us live right now, sets a goal to how many shares in the spillover maker pool you're going to earn. Because there should not be a single member of Daisy who's active who doesn't earn at least 1 share in that bonus pool. Because 4 referrals with 1,000 in contributions, this is a very easy accomplishment for anyone who's active in Daisy. So I just want to really encourage everyone to get into that bonus pool and it's going to be incredible. 10 million Daisy tokens that will be paid out for that pool, and you can earn an unlimited number of shares in that pool. So, Ilya, are there any details that I'm missing on stuff that the field may have been asking or needs to know?
No, I think you covered on 3 pools. I think that's it. What about the deadline for leadership pool? Maybe also you should mention. I mean, it's the same with the Pacesetter, right?
Yeah. So here's the thing: is that we for Pacesetter Gold and for leadership, it's going to go all the way to the end of July. Okay, all the way to the end of July. So if a member joins on June 30th, they have 30 days to qualify for Pacesetter Gold. If they qualify for Pacesetter Gold in their 30 days, which would be by the end of July, they earn a share in that pool. The same will apply for Pacesetter leaders. So there's no deadline for people to become a Pacesetter Gold or to become a Pacesetter leader. There's no deadline on that other than the end of July, right? The end of July will be the final deadline. So you have time. Where there's a deadline is in the reset timer, right? So the reset timer for members, that any member that has already gone past their 30 days, and we gave an extension reset timer, that timer will absolutely 100% end on June the 12th. And that'll be it. So then only members that are within their 30 days will be able to qualify as Pacesetter Gold.
Jeremy, one more thing to be clear. So the people who join by end of June, right? On July 1st, they'll be able to participate on pre-sale. What about the people who join after? At what stage they will be able to participate in pre-sale?
So if a person joins after June 30th, they will not be able to participate in round 1, 2, 3, or 4, right? So there will be, the smart contract will look at registration date. If registration date is prior to July 1st, then they will have access to the pool. If they join after July 1st, they will not have the ability to buy in round 1 and round 2, round 3, round 4. Now, here's the only possible exception. If we complete the time schedule, which we will announce on July 1st, of round 1, 2, 3, and 4, and at the end of that period of time, let's say that it's 5 days or whatever it might be, at the end of that time frame, for some reason, we have not sold all of the pre-sale tokens, right? Which is very possible. It's very possible that because we're limiting how many tokens a person can buy, it's possible that at the end of that sale, we've sold 50% or 70% of those tokens. What we will do for a very short period of time, maybe 5 days total, is we will then open up the unsold tokens to all of the Daisy community. We will remove all the rules. So it doesn't matter what tier you're at. It doesn't matter what day you joined. And it will be an open pre-sale, right? So let's say that we are at round 4 at $1 and we have 75 million tokens left. And the time for round 4 has ended. So the pre-sale has ended. But we have 75 million tokens left. We will then open those tokens up to the entire Daisy community, and it's first come, first serve. It's buy as many as you want, as fast as you want, and we will give a couple of days for people to buy those remaining tokens. At the end of those couple of days, and anyone can buy. You could have joined in July, and you can buy, but you're going to buy at that final round, and any unsold pre-sale tokens at the end of those few days are going to be burned. So we will give the community one more chance to take the rest of the tokens if they choose. And if they choose not to, if we don't complete all 300 million of the tokens in that pre-sale, whatever is not sold will be burned. So I think that, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to clarify because this questions came from the field. So by end of the June, whoever joined, they will be able to participate. People who join after, they still have a chance to actually earn bonus in Pacesetter leadership. So there's still advantage to run for those bigger people who come in and wants to hit it hard.
Yeah. Exactly right. And a person who joins after June will try to think if there's any situation where they won't earn. Oh, they could earn if somebody upgrades right under them in a tier, whatever they could earn. But the whole idea of the rewards plan is you have to be in and you have to have people in your organization by June 30th, because only those people will be able to buy the tokens. And that's who you'll be able to earn income from, right? So you really want to focus on getting your people into Daisy by June 30th, getting them upgraded and building that foundation, because that's the foundation. Those are the people that will have access to the token sale, right? When the token sale goes live. So whatever you build between now and June 30th, that's who you're going into the token sale with. And ultimately that's your earning potential for the rewards plan for the token sale.
Very well. Okay.
Is there any other questions that you guys are getting that we didn't cover that I'm not thinking of? I think that's it, huh?
That's it, I think, yeah.
Great.
Well, we'll have another call. We'll have more calls. We're going to have a white paper pretty soon coming, right, Yuri, Alex?
Yep.
And I'm going to go probably over that. We'll schedule soon.
Yeah.
So a lot of work. Let's go work.
Let's go to work. And I think it's probably an important update too. I guess we, you guys know us. We always want to show up with full transparency. Many people have asked about the financial audit. I think for us, it's the last promise that the community is waiting on and we're waiting on to deliver. So quick update on that audit has actually been done now for the last couple of weeks. Again, by one of the top 3 auditing firms in the world. The issue that we're dealing with right now, and this is one of the reasons why our attorney was not able to be on the call today, because she's working to solve this situation right now, is legally, and this is in almost globally, in almost all jurisdictions. So let me give you an example. If we published the actual audit, so you have a 100-page report that shows all the details and the performance and all this stuff, and it has this auditing firm's name on it, right? It's all in their letterhead. It's stamped by this auditing firm. If one member, out of 100,000 network marketers, what do? We market, right? If one person from anywhere in the world used that official documented audit or a picture of it or anything to share with a non-Daisy member, we have broken the law. You cannot use financial audits with trading funds like Daisy or financial type things to solicit new people. And you can't use that and say, hey, look, and then point to this big auditing company's name and use that with someone who's not a member. Now, we didn't know that. We didn't know that going into the audit, right? But when we got to the final stage and the audit was done and signed and stamped, we had to sign a disclosure that said this will never be shared with anyone who is not a member already of Daisy. Well, that we're like, oh, shoot, like we know network marketers. We know that, if this audit got out, it would be on Facebook tomorrow, right? Today. I mean, in 5 minutes, it would be blasted everywhere. And in that situation, we've broken the law. And in that situation, this auditing firm would have no other choice but to take legal action. And of course, we would lose the relationship. So what we're doing right now, our attorney and their attorneys are talking and say, okay, what can we do? What can be done? Can our law firm take that audit and write a legal letter that they've seen the audit and here's the not details, but here's the facts of that audit. And we can tell people who the auditing company is. I think that's important, right? That people know what company this is. It's one of the biggest in the world. Can we get a letter from this company, an official letter that says that? So right now, our lawyers and their lawyers are talking, working through to come up with a solution where we can show you that the audit has been done and give that positive feedback and disclose who the company is that did the audit, but also at the same time without breaking any laws and doing something that would risk and jeopardize the Daisy project as a whole. So we apologize. I mean, trust me, if we're upset about this. We would have put this audit out to the world 2 weeks ago when it was completed, if we could have. And we will be putting something strong together that you will have and you'll be able to share and all of that. It's going to be happening as soon as possible. But we wanted to give you a transparent update because I know it is important. It is important that people are asking, hey, what about the audit? What about the audit? So we hope that this week we will have something that we can publish and just send good energy and good vibes out that our law firm and their lawyers come to a good resolve. So I think any other announcements?
Let's go to work.
Let's do it.
Oh, I think that's it. So the next big thing is a summit. So we encourage everybody to join summit in 5 languages. It's going to be in 5 days from now. It's going to be a huge event for educational purposes as well, because most of our community, they don't know, all these details about DeFi world, right? So this is something new. So it's a very good chance to educate yourself, guys, for free, because it's free. Everybody can join for free. Just listen to all these smart people, what they say in DeFi world. And of course, to listen to presentation of Jeremy and Alex. So yeah, this is going to be the hottest presentation during the event.
I love it. And so everybody knows, so like you kind of see how Ilya has a background right now. That's not a digital background. He actually has a backdrop behind him physically. But we will have a Daisy, a digital background that every speaker will be behind every speaker. So think how powerful it is. The CEO of Solano is one of the speakers, and he's going to be speaking in front of Daisy background, right? The CEO of Aave, Lend, is going to be one of the speakers, and they're going to have, which is one of my favorite DeFi projects ever. They're going to have the Daisy backdrop behind them, right? While they're speaking. I mean, this is awesome, right? So all these, one of the co-founders, co-creators of MetaMask will be speaking. And every time people are watching these famous, powerful speakers, they're going to see Daisy. Daisy DeFi commercials will be running throughout the event, right? So we're going to have these really sexy, 30-second videos, and you're going to love it. They're futuristic. It's really cool about, the Daisy DeFi Launchpad. So all through the event, people are going to see Daisy, 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 right? It's going to be incredible. Daisy token. And then, of course, Alex and I are going to, announce and reveal it as well to the public. So this event is going to be powerful. So this is a great opportunity for you, all of us. If you have people in your network, I would be sharing this on social media. I would be inviting every friend that you have who's already into digital currency and crypto. There's a lot of people who love digital currency and blockchain technology who are not involved in anything peer-to-peer. They don't want to be. Peer-to-peer is not their thing. They don't believe that those two worlds can connect in any way, but they love blockchain. They love DeFi, right? This is a non-peer-to-peer opportunity for your network to be a part of a blockchain project, a DeFi project that has nothing to do with network marketing at all. So one of the smartest things you can do is invite your network to this digital summit event, because it's going to provide so much credibility about how real the Daisy project is. And I would be promoting that everywhere. So maybe Ilya, if you want to share in the main Telegram group, the link, or I'm not sure what the official link is for the summit, right? I've seen some different ones. One of them says 2020, but then it has some extensions. So if there's an official website or something we can send in the main group, that would be great. Everyone can, see the speakers. They can see Daisy listed there. They can register to attend the event and all of that. And again, the event is free. So it's free to attend. Right.
I believe, there are 5 links: English, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, and maybe Russian. So I will double check with the team, and we will share, of course, with everybody. So you can promote and register for events. So everybody needs to register, but it's for free.
And it will be translated live into those 4 languages as well. So Chinese, Japanese, Russian, and Spanish. Is that correct?
Yes. Correct.
Incredible.
Yep.
Good. Okay, Yuri, Alex, thank you guys for bringing this DeFi Launchpad to the Daisy community, for all of the work you have done, Alex and your team, the last 6 months behind the Daisy project. You're our hero, and none of us would be here if it wasn't for the work of you and your team. Every community member owes you a huge thank you, guys. Alex truly saved the day, and we're here today because of his work and his team. But this next project, what you and Yuri have put together, and the relationships and the connections that you have brought to the table in this partnership, is just absolutely incredible. So thank you guys so much for everything you do, and let's go make history together.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you, gents. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Bye.